what's reserved for tents and what's not?
Anything that's white on the map is open.
Okay.
But yeah, the total cost for all 15 slots each year is 4,100 dog pounds. I sat and added it up this year, and then proceeded to give myself heart failure. The land grant system's pretty straightforward. You fill out the paperwork, you pick your spots on the grid that you want to be. If there's issues with another spot that wants the same another encampment that wants the same spot, that's when points come into play. Who's been on that site before? How many staff points you have? How many royalty points you have?
Pulling rank, essentially.
Yeah. Well, and you can only use so many. But that really only happens if it's a contested area. Like the tree line is really popular.
Because a lot of those encampments, people bring like hammocks
and shade. It's got shade.
This back tree line is also really nice for that after a certain hour.
Yep.
You see most of our encampment start to cool off about an hour before everybody else's does.
Yep. And the earlier you get your grant in, the better your chances at getting the spot you want.
March and April as well?
Yeah, about the time Toast of Tortuga comes
about
out.
March and April, because, you know, mid-March is Toast of Tortuga. Our first staff meeting for SeaDogs is the day after Toast.
Jesus, lady. You
Yeah.
and your helium hand, you just stay down.
Yeah, well, helium hand. So,
I have rope for that.
And SeaDog has its own media team, and we work year round. The newspaper comes out 3 times a year, and that's Toast of Tortuga, SeaDogs, and Tortuga itself. The website is continually being upgraded, repaired. It underwent a complete overhaul this year. The sale comes out once a year, and they try to print it for all 3 events. That's why Tortuga and Toast have so many empty spots, is because we don't yet know what merchants are going to be there. We don't yet know what the stamps are going to be for Toast. The newsletter actually comes out 12 to 13 times a year. I do it around the 15th of each month.
Submit content.
Yes, submit content. I also did an April Fool's one this year, where Robert De Niro bought us a permanent site, and Dan Aykroyd was our new governor. And the Dog of the Sea contest now involved ninjas, live steel, an American Idol type contest, and there was a phone-in voting system. But if you actually call the number that was listed, it was the Hunger Games hotline. Oh, and the entire board got kidnapped by the Suicide Squad. I had a little bit of fun. It was also poking at the staff a little bit to, send me content or I will make shit up.
That is awesome that you did that.
She's creative type.
Yeah, I like that.
So we also have a YouTube channel, which all of the class videos from this weekend will be uploaded. The new Tales from the Sea series will be uploaded. Event videos that I find on YouTube get uploaded. We have a holiday playlist on there because I got bored. There are tutorials on how to build garb, how to do immersive elements for your camp, sea shanties. There's a lot of different things on there that are really cool. The Don't Be a Dick, how to get into registration without pissing people off video is on there. It's about 7.5 minutes long.
The gist of it is don't be a dick.
Essentially. It should be a drinking game. Last 2 things are Bring Out Your Dead. which is the truck that comes around with the trailer twice a day to pick up your trash and recycling.
10 a.m. and 5 p.m.
10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Make sure you well bag your stuff because it's really not cool to hand gross stuff off to the volunteers.
They ask that if it has a liquid in it, you ask 2 to 3 or double or triple bag it.
Yep. Yep, be nice to the volunteers, bag your stuff. And the last thing is Biffy etiquette.
Biffy etiquette.
Biffy etiquette. Oh my god, I never thought I would have to talk about this, but Biffy etiquette is a thing.
There's etiquette?
There is etiquette to Biffy. Don't crowd the doors when someone's inside. Do not harass the occupants.
Sorry, Natalie.
If they pass out, alert constab.
And put the seat down.
Put the seat down so it ventilates out the back and does not stink the eye oven. And do not have sex in the Biffies.
Oh, God.
Horrible.
It may gross you out, but it does happen.
Almost every year at Tortuga at least once.
I picked up 2 used condoms at another event earlier this summer, outside the Biffy, on the ground. It was gross.
On that note, man, just an idea. Stewardship. I see people in front of me. I see it all the time. Garbage, cigarette butts, and where this became clue to me was one year being here, stuck here 4 hours after everybody left, and watching the 2 people on staff here till almost dark, running around picking up trash. If you see trash,
Yep.
anything, pick it up, throw it. Be a good steward, because if we all do that, it makes
Cigarette butts
people
cost
who
the
get
event
burnt
like how
out
many
from doing
dollars
that
per
job,
butt?
you know.
Cigarette butts are a huge thing. They should not be as big of a thing now that we have designated smoking areas, and it's not supposed to be the wandering smoking anymore. But you know, we still find butts from other events,
And it costs
and a
us
lot of
them.
stuff
So
gets
every time you see a butt, just pick it up and put it in.
exactly.
Washing trash,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
I
You
mean,
see
I-
trash, pick it up.
Pair around his hands.
If you see bottles or cans, I have a bottle and can drop in my encampment. That's how I pay for the pavilions. I'm hoping to have more in the future so I can have a bigger space. But yeah, just stewardship of the site. Leave it better than we found it. Pre-event earlier this summer, I picked up God knows how many zip ties from another event. Just, you know, pick up after yourselves. Be adults. Unless you're kids,
seafarers
then be
last year.
kids. But, you know, generally, you know, your mama does an event. Okay, some do, but
We're getting to a generation where most do.
we're getting to a generation where we're getting into 3rd and 4th generation eventers. Even Commodore Morgan's a grandfather now. Yep, he's got 3, and at least one of them were here this weekend. I saw baby Peyton. Yep.
You got the whole McPherson line.
Yeah,
Didn't you let him there now?
you know, babies who grew up on SeaDogs sites are now having babies of their own, and
We have a 5-year-old who she's not missed a single camp, with the exception of the day she was born, because her mama was in the hospital having her.
yep. Like one of the candidates announced last night. This is her 21st SeaDogs. She has 21 years. Right around 21 years. Yeah, people have been eventing for that long, and some have been eventing even longer than SeaDogs has been around. SCA, EMP, Realm of Chivalry. There's all kinds of other groups out there that hold similar events. You know, and there's also the post-apocalyptic events like Dystopia Rising, which is another local good one. Afterworlds, that's popular. And there's a lot of different sites, not just Cheetah Lake, however that's pronounced. And essentially, you could event all year round if you wanted to.
I started with fall, winter, and spring eventing. This is only my second year of summer eventing, and it's very different. If you look at my original garb, my garb is much heavier than like what I'm wearing today.
A lot of fur.
Lots of fur.
Yep,
Lots
she's got
of
a lot of fur.
heavy, lots of like corsets and layers upon layers upon layers.
Yep, absolutely. And we do have the there's a character creation class tomorrow. If you need help developing your persona, everybody goes about it a little differently.
We'll say be mindful of your persona. Some people let their persona get a little bigger than they are.
Um, we're doing another
What do you
session
mean?
of the consent class
Oh.
tomorrow, and of course newbie Q&A at 11. So, are there any questions?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
One quick question.
Sure.
Why do they stop keeping cash now after certain hours?
Security.
Okay.
Security. They still take cards after those hours, but
Because last year it was easier cash and stuff, and so I made sure to pull everything
Yep.
out and have cash, and then they're like, we don't take cash. I'm like,
no, they don't take cash from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. because of security.
okay.
That's quite a rigmarole to go through their whole like counting your tail and everything. So
Yeah,
A lot of
Well, it's
counties
good to know
got
for next year and
advertised
stuff,
counties
too.
for show.
Yeah.
And
know
that's
about
that's
the
gonna go
event,
for Contuga
you know,
as well.
cash
yes.
payment.
That was something new instituted this year,
Okay.
and it was just that it was decided in the interest of security that they would not have cash at those hours because theft happens. And for the safety of the volunteers and the staff, it was
And as
just
we're
so
getting
much
sleepy
easier.
and
What do you-
Well, I will make sure to either get my ass here earlier next year
Or pre-reg.
or
Pre-reg.
Well, we
It's
didn't know until the last minute whether
Yep.
we were going to be able to come or not. So.
And pre-reg is pre-reg opens about April, May. And also you can volunteer and get in a little bit cheaper. If you're camping with a large encampment, a lot of them do charters and you can get in a little bit cheaper.
I paid $10 to be here, minus my food.
Yep.
If I were to pay for my food plan with my group, I would have spent $45 in total.
Yep.
Which is cheaper than camping in most places in Oregon for 2 days.
You can join staff and get in cheaper. There's a lot of ways to reduce your cost. And pre-reg is typically a little bit cheaper than gate,
I like $5.
by like $5, and it actually as a whole went up $5 this year.
Sorry, then in this case, $20 or $10.
Yeah, there's lots of ways there's charters, there's volunteering.
Charters just means that you commit to volunteering for 4 hours.
As a large group.
4 hours per person at a large.
4 hours per person as a large group. And they actually there are other events that give big bonuses to charters who are willing to do setup and tear down, especially
That's the most of it's needed.
tear down, especially because everyone's trying to hurry and get off site.
Great way to barter with ships if you need something, want something. For example, this cart. You needed a cart.
Yep.
Over barter. Hey, we'll help you guys with tear down. You'll get every time.
Yep.
Yes, yes, and yes, absolutely.
And
You can do
and
just about anything you want.
Jesse!
If you
And
can,
then-
you're gonna come help with tear
and that all circles back to the family thing. We're all family. We all help each other. And
A lot of us
Yeah,
will
like,
barter
I
for
know they
more
would've
than.
done it regardless. That was
And-
already kind of settled. Like,
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna help you out, but it's like, hey, I wanna. But
And
that's a
don't-
great way to get
and
things
don't
to
be
make
a
friends.
dick. Don't be a dick. Don't
Or,
be.
You forgot to
Hard
talk
for
about
him,
the
man.
currency of rum.
Rum is kind of a given accepted currency in most places. I don't accept the currency of rum because I don't drink. So
But it works though. Thank you. I'll
However, if you bring
welcome.
me
If you'd
like
like,
a
if you need
flask or
instructors.
something, I will definitely pass it on and use it as currency myself.
yes.
I'll talk to you. As long as you're okay with
Okay,
me
let me-
adding my spiel about